Okay, so Bertie and Julia. My name is Cody.
Nice to meet you. Hi, Cody.
Yeah.
I'm Julia.
I'm Julia.
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 Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you, Julia. Where are you from?
I'm from America. I'm originally from Georgia.
So my name is Rana, and we're from the Netherlands, all three of us.
You guys are from where?
The Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
Okay, Netherlands.
Hands.
Hands.
Yeah.
Okay, hands. So where are you from?
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
I'm Emma.
Emma.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from France.
So your name?
Steph.
Steph. And?
Emma.
Emma.
Laura.
Vic.
Vic.
Sharia.
Sharia. Just say no English name. Sharia.
Sharia?
Sharia.
Yeah.
So, and you?
Emma with one M.
My name is Anthony Thompson, and I'm a soldier on Washington State in America.
What brought you guys come here, in this country?
The culture, the change of culture, the Asian way of life that is really different from France and from Europe, and I really want to discover the new culture.
Quite the same. I wanted something really different from France. Yeah, same.
Right. I actually have wanted to be a teacher as a long-term pursuit. I want to be a professor.
You want to be a professor?
Yeah, and I worked as a teacher in Seattle too with a nonprofit organization.
Oh,
so it was just kind of an extension of what I was already doing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, why is Korea?
Why the food?
Just
food.
only the food?
Literally, I cannot tell you how obsessed me and my family are with food. And I also really like devastatingly spicy food, to the point where I have to order it off of Coupang because no one trusts me to eat it.
Okay.
So Korea has amazing food, and it was a big part of it.
Okay.
So I've always wanted to travel, and I've always had an interest in stepping out of my comfort zone. And so Korea is a country that is very different culturally from the Netherlands, and also from my origin, because I'm from Lebanon. And so I guess that's the main reason why I came to Korea. I also love the food. And I love the openness in general.
Openness.
For me, I was here for the first time on holiday, and I really liked it, so I wanted to come back. And I also really like the culture and the food. And yeah, since I've been here before, I just really liked it. I want to come back. I guess I've always had, well, not always, but since 2013, I've had a interest in Korea since K-pop was pretty new, because we're from Europe. It was pretty not really accepted, and I really enjoyed it. And I got more into the music, but also culture-wise, food-wise. And this is actually my first time here, but I really enjoy it so far. And it is very different from where we're from, so I guess that's really interesting as well.
I used to teach here about 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Yeah, but then pandemic happened, right? So now I'm back just visiting some of my friends and stuff like that.
I came for studies.
You came for study?
Yeah, because actually I'm learning Korean.
Oh, you're Korean, studying right now.
Yeah, because I want to go to Korean university. But
Korean university?
Yeah.
고려대학교?
No,
But just
연세?
연세?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I'm learning Korean, because first you have to learn Korean if you want to be just a regular student. So that's why I'm learning.
Well, it started when I was 12. It was because of the K-pop. I got into K-pop, then into K-dramas, and then into the whole country itself, and that's what brought me here. I'm a Korean language and history major, so I was always interested in Japan-Korea relations, so it kind of just stemmed from that and brought me here. I actually study beauty culture for consumer market, so I study the Korean beauty culture, and I just handed in my thesis today based on it, which is my bachelor finished project. So I've been here for 1 year to study and interview Korean girls about beauty and the resistant Talcosette movement and so on, and what's going on here.
So I started again in K-pop with Big Bang. I got interested in the culture, and I wanted to study abroad when I was younger. So I picked university, and then it's my last year of university, and I just thought Korea would be a really cool place to study abroad, so here I am now.
I wanted to study abroad, and my initial plan was to go to China, but because of COVID, I couldn't go, so I decided to go to Korea instead.
Okay.
When I was a freshman in high school, I had a crush on a girl who was super into Korea and K-pop. So I started to get to know Korean
Korean culture to have something to talk about with her, and I actually enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. So far in Korea.
Safety is amazing. It's really safe as a girl here compared to Europe.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
You can walk around like 24 hours, like all the time.
You never get mugged. You never get harassed.
Yeah.
Never get bugged.
That's good. Yeah, never get robbed. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I really like the liveliness and, you know, like clubbing, going out, drinking with friends. I think that's what I really like the nighttime, and everything here is like open till late. Actually, you can walk around, and it's really safe. Also, convenience store. Yeah, and it's really safe. Yeah.
Really safe.
Yeah.
Right, that's true.
I love the shopping culture in this country.
Oh, right.
Shopping
Everyone's
culture.
fashion is always up.
That's true.
Definitely the food.
The food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What
love
kind of
Korean
food?
My favorite food is samgyeopsal.
Samgyeopsal.
Like, I think most foreigner people, it's the same answer.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Also, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, it's all coming to me now.
Okay, that's good. That's
We
good.
ate pufferfish. That was really good, but that was my first time trying it. I also really love the live octopus.
Live octopus.
Yeah.
It wasn't like kind of like weird to like taste with it.
Yeah, it's totally weird, but like I
it's
think
still
it's,
it's still like living in you, like inside of your tongue, right?
yeah, it's like a cool experience to eat it. I think like a lot of Korean people, they like, not just Korean people, but like Asian people in general, they like eating like stuff that's kind of like
Raw.
they know it's like kind of weird.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
And it's like the novelty is fun for them more. Like,
yeah.
and also it's fun for me too. I think that.
Food.
Food. What kind of food? I need to know.
Everything. Like tonight I ate 돼지갈비.
아, 돼지갈비.
I love it.
Yeah. Paris baguette.
Oh?
Paris
That's
baguette.
disgusting. Yeah, that's no bread.
Okay.
The convenience stores. That's the thing I enjoy the most here.
Definitely.
People's willingness to do language exchange.
Talking about Tinder?
No, I'm banned actually.
What did you post?
No, I'm done.
What
I
about?
think it's like the social aspect here because everyone is always out. Like we're out on a Monday right now, and there's people out drinking, clubbing, eating. Like your eating culture with going out in big groups and like just having fun with it. I really like it here.
So are you gonna waste it tonight then?
Yes, I have.
Samgyeopsal, somek.
What are the other stuff, you know, like other than food?
Other than the food,
Yeah. The most likable stuff.
most likable than food. I like each district of Seoul. I think each district has got a lot to offer. Like I love Jongro, other people love Hongdae, but every single day of Seoul is different, and I love the lifestyle here basically. And the people are really cool, so it's a big bonus.
I like the diversity here. Like you have the big city, you have the mountain, you have the ocean, and everything like very close proximity.
But that also, you know, in Germany,
Yeah, but it's like further apart,
further apart.
and like I don't see like the mountains or the beach like that, like together.
Everything is so convenient here. Everything is just easy to do. Everything is like well thought and smart and very intuitive. So yeah, and you have way more original concept and a whole new perspective that like how are you going to consume, how are you going to go out, nightlife. It's a whole new culture for how to say having fun.
Having fun.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's mostly the food. I'm a food person, and I've been over the world a little bit, so I like Korea for its food.
Okay, just for food. What about like, other than food?
The culture is nice too. I try to learn the language, but I'm not very that good when it comes to languages. So
Korean is very hard to
yes,
learn.
it is.
What's the like differences, you know, between France and Korea? Like,
The people, like Korean people, they are really nice, but you need time to get to know them and get to that nice part.
I live in Nantes, so 5 minutes that way, and everything seems huge here.
huge.
I mean, like, in a lot of ways, I would say there are less differences than you think there will be before coming, because I think a lot of people, when they hear you're moving to a different country, they're like, it's gonna be a whole different world. And it's like, it is, it's a different culture, but it's also like, the world's become so globalized that it's not as different as you would think it was. The most obvious one is the language. The language is drastically different.
I have like a list.
Oh yeah, just like okay. You guys should like tell me.
You first. Yeah. First thing for me is safety. Like I've never felt like so safe here compared to the Netherlands. What else? Different. The things that are cheap in the Netherlands are actually expensive here. Like cheese.
Groceries.
What else? Yeah, groceries
generally.
in general.
Avocado.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Watermelon. Fruits are so expensive here.
Yeah.
Average height.
Yeah, because in the Netherlands everyone's quite tall.
They're like all like 190.
Average is like 185, I think.
Whoa.
For like
Something
men.
along those lines.
For men, yeah.
Even women are like 170.
175?
Exactly, 175.
I think around that height. Another major difference is like recycling.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Recycling.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But
that's
it's
true,
a
that's
major
true.
difference because we are not obliged to do that.
First few weeks we're a little
Kind of hard getting used to.
Getting used to like.
People here are, I don't want to say more disciplined compared to those in the Netherlands, but I feel like there's a general, there's more of a sense, there's
Like respect-wise?
a bigger sense of respect, I would say, to each other, I would say.
Oh yeah.
And respecting each other's boundary.
That's true.
Also, like the seats in the metros, where for like pregnant women or like elderly, like nobody sits there. Like
nobody
that's
sits
a major difference. In the Netherlands, everyone sits there.
Right.
Just like the way that people interact with strangers here, it's like kind of like taboo to even like you guys did approach someone and like start talking to them, or like it's kind of weird, you know, like Korean people don't do that. You're walking on the street and you like make eye contact with someone. In Canada, you're gonna be like, hello, or like, how are you? Like, good morning. And here, it's like, oh no, like everyone's like, look at the ground.
Like,
like,
look at the ground.
Oh,
that's true.
I just made eye contact with that foreign guy. I gotta like look away. So I think it's quite funny, but it's like so normal to just like talk to strangers randomly where I come from.
That's true.
That's like the biggest like culture shock I think for most like foreign people that come here is like you feel kind of uncomfortable because everyone is like so like shy towards you. But I think it's not just towards foreigners. While that might like amplify it a little bit, I think Korean people are like that with each other anyways.
The people here are very polite and like in Germany,
so it's not
like let's say you're here, if no one's like really loud on the street or annoying, but in Germany that's a little different more often, and if you do it here it's considered very rude. So like if you go around in public it's usually kind of nice and no one's really disturbing you.
Korea is much more homogenous than Australia is. In Australia, you couldn't look at a single person and say they're a foreigner at all. Like, so in Korea, you can count foreigners like on the street, but you can't do it in Australia. So yeah, Australia's really multicultural.
I'm gonna go a little on that one. So the height, because I'm obviously very tall. So here you can spot me wherever I am.
How tall are you though?
I'm 187.
187.
Yes, I am very tall. And like in Denmark, people are usually like around my height, but here's like everyone. I have so many guys. Every time they go walk by me, they will go like or like men will go like behind my back and do like trying to like match how tall I am. So that's such a bit different. I'm not used to that at all.
I guess the people and the mindsets are quite different actually. So I think Korea is more conservative than the UK. But the biggest difference is that the food here is so good, and in England it's so boring. Like super.
I
boring.
heard that theirs are like really bad.
Yeah, it's so bad, bro. I hate it so much.
You guys have fish and chips?
Yeah, actually, fish and chips. We do all that one. And tea. And tea.
Yeah.
I like how social here everyone is. Like they love to go out, they love to share the food, and that's very not as common in Germany.
the streets are really silent.
Streets are really silent.
Yeah, but like it's really animated, but no one is screaming, and yeah, people are well behaved.
Well behaved.
Yeah, and also, how to say, people are more comfortable here, telling you like I don't know how to say, but like I went to a store, I wanted a dress, and the woman working there, she didn't mean anything wrong, but she was just like, you're too big for the dress. And like this in Europe, I would felt like really offended, like she would have never told me that. But here,
she didn't offer like anything. She didn't want to wrong me or anything.
Okay.
And you find calories everywhere.
Korean in general, you guys are nicer than Americans. And I get around, you guys are nice, there's always food around, and the parties are always nice to be at in America.
If you guys like this video, hit the likes and the subscribe button.
We'll see you next time then.
We'll see you next time, guys. See ya. This was Socon Freaks.